Hello, I'm Rick Barkley. I'm with Piano Clubhouse, and today we're going to learn a new Christmas carol called Jingle Bells. Sure, everyone is very familiar with that. So let's get right started. The key that we're doing is the key of G, and let me play that scale for you. It's G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, and then you walk it back down. Okay, so the key of G has one sharp, and that sharp is F sharp. So everywhere else, it is going to be a white note. Now, even though I'm sure everyone's familiar with the melody on Jingle Bells, I'm going to play through it in this key for you. Just the melody first, and then we'll add some chord tones in our left hand. So to begin with, we have D, B, A, G, D, 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 B, A, G, E, 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 C, B, A, F sharp, D, D, C, A, B. Okay, so let's put some chord tones with that. This actually repeats again, but let's put some other notes so we can see how this thing works. So the first one is basically, it's based off a G chord. So on the left hand, we're basically going to do some fifths here. G, D, and G. Okay, open fifth type tonalities. And I'm just going to pulsate it every two notes. So I'm still continuing, then you're going to have a two quicken there. Oh, it changes now to a C chord. So in our left hand we have C, E, G, and the melody note of E. And then a quick change to an A minor. So again, some open fifths are going to happen in our left hand, A, E, A. And then with our melody, it basically is outlining the A minor triad minus the B that happens in there. So now we're ready for the F sharp. So this is now a D chord, so D, F sharp, A, and then F sharp in the melody. And then the melody comes over to D, D, so we can fill up a little bit more if you want with your left hand, of striking the same notes and adding that D up in the thumb. Now it changes to a G chord, and my choice would be to basically go back down to the open fifths, and then you can add another G in your right hand and then the B up here, so it'll fill it out a little bit. Okay, then that whole process basically repeats again, and there's what we call a second ending to where it goes up to D's. So let me go through that again, maybe push it on a little bit faster. See, I'm pulsating. Now here's the second ending. See those D's? All the way, there's four of them. Now it's an E, D, C, A, G, so G chord, which we've been talking about, and then the hey is basically a D triad. D, F sharp, A, F sharp, A, D. Now they're ready for Jingle Bells, which is based off of a G chord, B melody note, and then the same tonalities we've been using, but if you want to add some other textures, we can have a D and a G in here and help fill up the chord more. See how it's a fuller sound as opposed to when you add those other tones in there. So I'll go ahead and do that. So the B, B, B's, which is part of the G chord. Now you're going to shift because the melody now goes B, D, G, A, B. And you can fill up another tone in there. So switching to a C chord, C triad, which we've already discussed what that is, C, E, G. And you can fill it up a little bit more if you want with E, G, C, but C is the melody up in the top. Now this right here switches to a G chord, but the melody still stays with a C. It's kind of a suspended type sound, what we call a suspended four. See how it resolved down to the B, which is part of the G chord. So it's C, B, 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 B. And this is an A triad, but it has a note that's not part of the A triad with the B in there. So A, E, and then here's the melody of a B, and then you go to A, B, now D triad, D, F sharp, A, both hands, and then you can invert it when it does the O, which is a D up here. So you can see I filled out the chord more with my left hand. I added the D in my thumb, and then you can stretch and do those other notes right there, F sharp, A, D. Okay, then the whole Jingle Bells repeats all over again, so let me do that. That time I didn't do any extra chords. Now here's the second ending of this part where it goes up to D, D, C, A, G. So that was part of a D chord. We could actually do a D7 at some point because the melody comes in there with a C, which is part of the D7 triad, or excuse me, 7th chord, which is 4 notes. D, F sharp, A, D, and if you want to, you can add the F sharp there. See how it gets that nice little sound there, nice little color tones. And it quickly passes through there. So D, D, C, A, and then G triad. Okay, now let's play through it all again, and this time I'm going to maybe add some other different flavoring of playing with it, to where I'm not so methodic with the pulsating of my left hand, but a little more delicate, and possibly add some other color tones with part of the chord of my right hand to help fill it out. Okay, so something like this, 2, 3, 4. So again, a little bit lighter on the left hand, not so methodical, and can pulse every count if you wanted to help give it a little bit of rhythm. Now, one other thing that you can do with this, this is once you get a little more advanced and feel comfortable, you can do kind of what we call a boogie woogie bass line, walking bass line in your left hand. So basically it's based off of triad, except you're adding a 6th tone, what we call part of the scale, the 6th degree. So it's G, B, D, E. So we're going to basically kind of walk this guy like a walking bass part, and then in your right hand playing some melody, but also kind of do some what we call comping, where where the melody's holding, you're just going to kind of play some other rhythmic type stabs, if you will. So something like this. Notice how I changed the rhythm a little bit too. Stop and explain that. That was G, B, D, E. Okay. Then when I went to the C chord, I did C, E, G, A. The A minor, I think it went down here, or you could do it up here either way. A, C, E, or A, C, E. And then the D chord, D, F sharp, A, and B. So notice how I'm always doing 6 type thing. That's a very common boogie woogie type pattern. And then when you get to the second ending of this, now ready for Jingle Bells. Notice I can change up the rhythm a little bit. Played it even a little bit different that time too. There. Okay, so that's some ideas on how to elaborate a little bit on Jingle Bells and make it a little bit peppier, so to speak, a little more lively in that boogie woogie piano style, and jazzing it up, playing kind of a triplet type feel, big band jazz approach to it. So hope you enjoyed the lesson, and Merry Christmas to all.